Hello, hello. So the last video, I didn't really assign any homework, which I guess is an important part to learning, is having somebody tell you, right? So I'm supposed to tell you, my fellow Java undergraduates, what you got to do. If you followed the tutorial with me, or if you went to the link and followed the tutorial, you did the homework. All right. So we're gonna run through this right here. Maybe we should even answer these questions. I am not prepared. As always, it's a point of pride for me. So let's do this up. They want you to recreate the app that we just made, okay? Create a new Android project from the empty template when you select the activity type. Add logging statements. Logcat is log. Keep it up. The category, you got your tag. Create an emulator for a device targeting any version of Android you like. Again, we did that. We covered it. We made two. We made an amazing 2.7-inch phone. Beautiful phone. So then you use the filtering in Logcat to find your log statements and adjust the levels to only display debug or error logging statements. Okay, so really quickly here, you know, your Logcat filtering, you're seeing it down here. You know, there's your error. Okay, so your warn. Yeah. There are ways to tag it out. I can't quite. I think that that's actually what might be going on here. I'm not entirely sure. We will confirm this in the future. We are, you know, this is this is something that's going to be really fun. Is that, you know, I'm not a genius. I kind of want to. I'm trying to demonstrate here that you don't need an authority. Okay, you need authoritative materials. So you got to be questioning me, yourself, everything. I'm trying to show, you know, that when we try to learn something, we can just dig into the documentation, you know, and that's what this is going to be. It's like a dive into, you know, APIs, a dive into the real stuff. This is, hopefully, I'm getting the idea right on how you actually do the learning. So, Logcat, we got that. If you can, if you've whipped up one of those programs, you've completed the assignment. You are a champion. Okay. If you can understand what's going on with these activities here, I mean, there is some Java in there. I can dig into that if we need to, but there's so little to it. You know, if you're concerned about, you know, the set content view, you know, I don't. It's pointing to the layout file, the XML, right? So all of the pieces we were talking about, this is the activity we're in right now. All the pieces we talked about, they're all there, right? So as long as you're thinking, you know, I got that manifest, I've got these components, you're off to a great start. And there's tons of links here. There's just a lot to do, so it's good. So let's review the questions, all right? You pause me, do them yourself, do whatever you got to do. I don't think it's that big of a deal. We're looking at some introductory multiple choice here, right? So no big deal. So what's the name of the layout file for the main activity? So again, there's just a little bit of language going on here. The first option they list, main activity.java, well, that's the name of the Java file for the main activity, right? So, you tricky buggers. And then they put the manifest in there, which is a layout file. I've got air quotes up, you can't see them. It's a layout file in the sense that it's an XML document, but it doesn't do that, right? So, and I'm finally, you know, we'll skip over the one that's very, very correct, and we'll just take a quick peek at build.gradle with its black magic gobbledygooky nonsense. I'm such a noob. Terror, you know. No, it's the activity underscore main.xml, the name of the layout file for the main activity. What is the name of the string resource that specifies the application's name? I actually am not. I'm pretty sure we're looking at app name, because that looks like. Ooh, well, let's take a look. Why don't we just take a look, right? So I was going off on how awesome strings are. So let's verify, because I'm pretty sure it's app name. I don't think Android name. That's no. Let's take a peek. Okay. Might be hard to read. I never did figure out the whole... there we go. Okay. Name. Look at that. Excellent. So, app underscore name. Nailed it. Excellent. Excellent. Let's move on. Question number 3. What tool do you use to create a new emulator? Okay, so I ended up going into this. I ended up coming back again. So there's one way you can get there, right? Is just hitting the play button. It's going to ask you, what device do I want to play my my beautiful, amazing application on? That's going to open up the Android Virtual Device Manager, kind of. It's going to give you a front end to it. If we let's demonstrate this to ourselves. So if I hit play, boom, I can actually make the device, right? So that's a thing, but I'm pretty sure that's the select deployment target window, right? So if we go into tools, AVD, confirm we're correct. See, it's a different Jimmy here. We got a whole other set of features, but the same button, the create virtual device button. So there's two answers to that, and the correct one in this case is going to be AVD Manager. Assume that your app includes this logging. Oh, wait, let me get the questions up. Already off to a great start. Okay, let's assume our app contains the following logging statement. Okay, you see that there? You see the statement, main activity layout is complete in the logcat pane if the log level menu is set to which of the following? Hint, multiple answers are okay. Fun. It says log.I. I feel like that's info. All right, let's, again, log.I. That's Android, I guess we'll say. Might be a Java thing. Oh, there you go. Log.I. Used to identify the source of a log message. That's the tag. Do we get a... Yeah, send an info log message. Sometimes you can't see it even though it's right in front of your face. So, it's an important hint. There we go. Now, if you remember from the tutorial or the lecture, verbose is everything. So, the whole multiple answers are okay. Yeah, there's definitely going to be multiple. I'm guessing a debug isn't. I'm guessing that's like log.d. If we go back to our documentation, we should see, look at that. Debug for log D, error for log E, info for log I, verbose for log V, which is, kind of interesting. Warn for log W. You know, let's find out about this verbose. Okay. I guess you can specify things to be verbose specifically when you want more information than you would want usually. Okay. Fine. Let's not go too deep down the rabbit hole here. So, let's find out. Do info logs show in verbose? I think verbose shows everything. We might have to actually try it in here. Let's try it out. Let's do a little science, guys. May as well make this worth taking a look at. Main activity. I should already have a log set up, so can I just log.I, save it, we'll run it, boom, move this up over the logcat. Nope, not at the bottom of my logs. Oh, look at that. Right there. I think that's... I'm unsure. And give it a moment. There we go. We just restarted. Got to put this to the right. There, verbose. So there it is. Yeah. So verbose does. It shows you everything going on. I guess you can also specify a message to be specifically verbose. And I was just reading over on the other page there. You shouldn't be compiling your verbose messages, logs, into your program. So you put all that extra information when you're troubleshooting that nasty problem that requires you to track all sorts of different things. You know, it's you need a lot of information about a particular thing. You would use those verbose messages. So verbose and info are our two answers. And they want you to whip up that app. They want you to submit it to be graded, and they want to make sure it has a hello world and on create that logs, that has some logs in it, and that you're in only debug or error, because, you know, why not? So I'm going to strongly encourage you to be whipping up the hello worlds. Okay, I'm gonna have the next video in the whole series going on here. It's gonna be on section 1.2 coming soon, but I haven't seen your homework yet, so I don't think that we can do that. So see you later.